Hey everybody, this is Blaze1216J, and I'm here today with Shadowlink4321. How you been, Shadow?
Things have been going great, actually.
Oh, that's good to hear. So, what have you been doing recently?
Well, you can see that I've been doing a lot more fan dubs than I usually have. I'm currently working on episode 4 of Brawl Heroes, and because of school and everything, I haven't really been able to do much, but yeah, I'm getting progress done.
I see. Speaking about Brawl Heroes, tell us a little bit about it.
Depends on what you mean. What exactly do you mean? What exactly do you want me to tell you?
What pretty much inspired you to make the series, basically?
Oh boy. Well, I originally, the first title was going to be Melee Heroes, because it was going to be in Super Smash Bros. Melee. However, when Brawl came out, and since there were more characters and more stages and more options I was able to choose from, I decided to start off with Brawl instead, since I had more to incorporate. Because originally I wanted Sonic in it, but I already knew that wasn't going to happen. But then when Brawl came out and I found out Sonic was in Brawl, I decided to start it off with Brawl instead. As for inspiration, oh boy. I'm not really sure what inspired me. I think the story just originated in my head, but I know that one story, this is going to sound kind of childish, but one show that I used to watch was Buzz Lightyear Star Command.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and there was this one episode that I was like, oh man, I have to incorporate that one time. So, yeah. And you'll find out what that was later on in the series.
I see. Alright. Well, how did you become one of the members of Virtual Smash?
I was good? I don't know. Oh boy. Well, originally I wanted to audition for because a long time ago, they were holding auditions to be in Virtual Smash. But, I didn't have my filming stuff yet, so by the time it was done, by the time the auditions were over and they said, no, yeah, you can't do it anymore, I had gotten my stuff by then, so I was like, crap. So I was like, you know what, I'll just do my Machinima anyway and just, go with it. And around after, I think it was about 3 weeks after I uploaded episode 2, Mega messaged me, because apparently there were some people who were leaving Virtual Smash, and so they had an open spot open, so I guess that was when he contacted me and asked if I wanted to join. Yeah, I think that's basically how it started.
Oh, I see. And, how'd you got the name Melodic Shadow? Or Melodic Shadow, if I'm saying that right.
Melodic Shadow?
Yeah.
Well, originally, if anyone remembers, my first name was the Chaos Wielder, but I honestly was kind of skeptical on that name, because that was actually a name I came up with out of because I have almost no originality whatsoever. So I was like, oh, screw it, I'll just use that. But then later on I was like, okay, I have to find something that kind of explains more about what I am. And, I was like, Melodic Shadow fits me more than Chaos Wielder does, so I chose Melodic Shadow instead. And as for the melodic part, I think almost everyone already knows why I put that in there.
I getcha. Alright, speaking of melodies and whatnot, what inspired you to do some of your fan dubs?
Oh boy. Well, I've always been a singer, but fan dubbing wasn't really something that, I wasn't sure about how to do it. It never crossed my mind to do it. And then once I started getting into anime, that was a couple years back, I started liking the theme. I started getting really into the theme songs. And I was like, because this song would sound great in English. And I found a whole bunch of fan dubs on YouTube, and they were good, both the lyrics and the singing, but sometimes the quality was really bad, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Both the singing and the music, if they mixed it together, they mixed it together good, but the quality itself on YouTube was really bad.
Yeah.
It sounds like static, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I understand.
And I was like, man, this is so good, but I can't believe that this person's fandom has to suffer from this low quality. So I was like, well, before that happened, let me just backtrack after that. Well, it actually you'll never guess what actually got me into what actually made me start fandubbing.
Oh man.
It started out of boredom.
Boredom.
Yes, one word, boredom, 2 syllables. If you can't spell it, that sucks for you. Anyway, it started with, I believe, The Speed of Sound, which was that Sonic lyric add-on I did.
Yeah, I remember.
And then after that, I started doing more. Like, I did... how many of them do I do? I think I did like about 4. My most popular one was That's the Way I Like It. My second one was The Speed of Sound. The third one was Spagonia. And the fourth one was It Is My Way. And honestly, I actually didn't like It Is My Way that much.
Yeah. Like, so you mentioned that you did singing before. I mean, you took singing classes, I guess, right?
I'm sorry?
Like, you took singing classes, right?
No, never did.
Oh, really? You just
I'm like one of those people. If I hear it and I like it, I'll try it myself.
Ah, I see.
And if it works out, I'll just keep doing it.
But would you ever consider taking courses?
I took singing classes for 1 year, but it got kind of boring because they like kept me in like one part. I was like, can we go to the next part, please? Because some people were like ridiculously slow, and basically if one person couldn't get it, then everyone else had to wait until that one person got it. And I was like, oh jeez, my gosh. But I was like, okay, fine. And then
Yeah, I get you. All right. For programs, what kind of programs do you use when you're mixing and recording?
Let's see. For sound recording and mixing, for my fandubs and everything, I mainly use GarageBand on a Mac because I'm a Mac user.
Yeah.
Yes. And for video editing, I use Final Cut Pro and iMovie, and I just recently got After Effects, but I still have to learn how to use it.
I see. That's pretty cool. Alright, would you like to go and answer some fan questions?
Let's get it on. Alright.
Alright. From SB Fulmer, if you would like to turn one anime into reality, what would it be?
Oh boy. Is that really such a good idea? Look what they did to Dragon Ball.
Oh man.
Well, honestly, if an anime could become reality, I would say you shouldn't mix 3D and 2D together. Anime is anime, reality is reality. The same applies to games.
Indeed.
Because honestly, there were some times when I was like kind of skeptical about people taking anime kind of too seriously. Because apparently I heard about the news about some kid who like tried to do that Naruto move where it evolved like a sandstorm or something. I don't know. And apparently he died from too much sand in his lungs. And I was like, did he have to take it that far?
Seriously?
Yes, that was true. I was like, okay.
Wow. That's pretty sad, though.
It is sad, but it's sadly ridiculous, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I get you. Alright, this is a similar question from before. This is from David62195. Who inspired you to start fandubbing, if there was someone?
The person who commented on my Speed of Sound video saying I sounded like Ryan Drummond.
Really?
Because honestly, at first I wasn't really, because I liked to act, but I didn't really see it as, a future alternative for me. But after I saw that, I was like, really? And then I listened to the song again, and at that one part he pointed out I actually did sound like Ryan Drummond, so I was curious. And that's when I started voice acting, which was my Sonic voice demo, which was like basically that was a video I made to see if I could actually do it, because the reason I didn't voice act was because I thought I wasn't suited for it, like it wasn't for me. But after I tried it out the first time, it kind of grew on me, and then more and more I wanted to voice more. So yeah,
I get you.
So honestly, I didn't really have an inspiration until I started doing it myself. So if there's any inspiration I got, like if there's somebody I want to reach their level, which is probably almost impossible, I'd say the people at Funimation, most likely Vic.
Of course. Alright.
Yes, of course.
Okay, here's one more question. From Kirby Superstar 5, do you still go on OMG Pop?
Wow, that question came out of nowhere.
Indeed.
Wow, I totally forgot about that site. That should answer the question.
Indeed. And I also kind of came up with another question for you. What are some of your favorite roles right now?
It's Shadow the Hedgehog, of course. Well, that's mostly because that's my best voice so far.
Your Shadow voice.
Well, if I had to say what's my strongest voice, it would be my Shadow voice. I guess Sonic comes in a close second, and maybe Mario, but I'm not particularly too sure. Anime roles, since I haven't really done that much, I can't really say which one's my best voice. But after I start doing more, I'll eventually be able to know what kind of voice and what kind of character I'm most suited for, because you know how there's like a certain character that a certain voice will always be good for?
Yeah.
Because they have so many character traits like Sundeer and, Bully and all that. Like, over time, I'll probably figure out what my voice is most suited for.
I get you. Alright, Shadow, are there any last words you would like to say to the audience, to the viewers?
Oh, it's over already? Crap! Wow, no one likes to ask questions. Okay, thanks for watching this video, and I thank you for taking me this far for the 1.5 year I've been on YouTube. Thank you for getting me my 2,000 subs, and I hope to entertain you more, guys. More in the future.
Yeah. And, wow, 2,000 subs. Congrats.
Yep. I just noticed that myself. I was like, whoa.
Yeah. Alright. Well, if you guys have any more questions, just leave a comment below on the video, and remember to subscribe to Shadowlink here. He's an amazing singer.
And while you're at it, subscribe to Blaze.
Yes, if you want to keep watching more of my show and watch who else is going to be in my show.
Watch the show.
Indeed.
Watch it.
Watch it. Anyway.
Watch it. Chaos blast you.
Wow. Alright, Shadow, thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you.
Yeah. Alright, well, see you later, guys. Laters.
Peace out.